commenting on the post, as well as several other older gentlemen. I go into the likes of this profile that's pretending to be me, and I see a lot of Nigerian pastors and Nigerian rappers, and immediately I know this is a Nigerian romance scam. And it was so well done. Like, they used all of my pictures from my vacations, they used a lot of my captions, and honestly, I don't know what to do. I am terrified. This has been so stressful. I didn't sleep last night, but I also feel so terrible for the people who have been scammed out of money. Anybody out there, if you're talking to somebody online and you have not video called with them and they have not sent you any proof of who they are, just be on alert, be careful, because it's so easy to fake things nowadays online, especially with AI. So just be cautious, be careful, and don't believe everything you see online.
So I joined Tinder in 2021 and I matched with this guy. His name is Jude. So we had a very good connection on the app. Then we decided to take our conversation to WhatsApp. So on WhatsApp, our conversation was still very much good. So he's based in the UK and he was like, oh, that's going to come back to Nigeria for Christmas, blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay, this is like a good opportunity for us to like see and everything. So he told me that he wanted to get me like some things when he was coming. So I was like, okay, maybe like a bag and a dress. So he said, okay, no problem. That night we had a conversation and it's like he has already shipped the items he got me to Nigeria. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So the next morning he sent me a link to track the package. So I opened the link and I was surprised. Instead of seeing my bag and a dress that I asked for, I saw iPhone 11 Pro Max. I saw 3 dresses, a bag, shoe, perfume, chocolate, and a sealed box. So I was like, I was actually very surprised and I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So he was just like, oh, that he couldn't put Lagos as the shipping location. Instead, he had to go to Abuja. So I was to call them for a home delivery. So I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I didn't even think twice about it. So I called the number and they told me that their delivery option is either by flight or by road. So I opted for the road option, which was 12,500, and I paid. So along the line, they called me back again and they were like, oh, that they're trying to scan the goods or they're trying to scan the package or whatever, that the machine is beeping, like it's not accepting the sealed box or what is inside the box. So I called the guy back and I explained what they told me, that it's not accepting the box, what's in the box. So he told me that, oh, that he kept 200 pounds for me in the box, it was for my expenses and whatever, but also he kept drugs in the box. So this is where the story starts getting complicated. So in my head, I'm like, what is drugs doing in my package? So he was just like, oh, that I can't remember the story. This was like 2021 or whatever. So the guy was like, I should just try to sort it out. And me, I didn't even think twice about it because he had already told me that there was money in the box. So I was like, okay, I can always reimburse myself back, whatever. So I called them back and they were telling me that, oh, that it can't go through unless I settle them, that I have to pay like 30 something thousand. I think it was like 35k. And I didn't even think twice about it. I sent the money because I was stupid. And I had money, so you guys, please don't blame me. So I sent the money. Then they later called me and they was like, okay, they've already given it to a rider. So I was going to get the package the next day. So the next day in the morning, I got a text from the rider and he was like, oh, he's the one delivering my package. So I said, okay, no problem. This was like in the morning by 8. So 4 p.m. reached. I had not heard from the rider. So I called the man back. I called the rider and he was telling me that, madam, police stopped him on the road. Oh, they confiscated the package. They took the package. The police did stop and search. They opened the package. They saw drugs inside. That I did not tell him he'll be delivering drugs. That he does not want to allow. That the police, they've taken the package. This is when my senses started to come together because it was not even making sense. If police is stopping you on the road, are they not supposed to ask for your car documents? Why are they opening my package? So Anna told him to give me the number of the person that took the package. So I called that one and that one was saying that this is a federal crime, a federal whatever, it's punishable by law, having drugs, kiniko, that the only way that they will send me back my package is if I pay 250,000. This was when my senses came back because I don't get that money. So I was like, 250k, that what? Like, so Anna had to like sit down and analyze this thing. Anna had to go back to the guy, the Jude guy, to explain this whole thing because I wasn't even getting it. Only for me to realize that he blocked me. Oh my god, this idiot actually blocked me. And I was like, wow.
Raw and uncut. I just had to calm down to make this video. If you were the victim of a romance scam, from Hinge or any of those dating sites and you need support, this is for you. Because I'm in the same boat, and if you want to leave a cringe comment, go ahead. No one cares. Let's get on with it. I was the victim of romance scam on Hinge. It just kind of happened on Friday, and I'm just honestly trying to take it day by day. Met this man, talked for months online, no mention of any type of trading. Inevitably it comes up. I tell him, good for you. I don't have that kind of money to invest. Like, congratulations, you know? This man offers to front me the money to trade. All seems fine and dandy. I can see all my transactions making money. I still see the funds in my crypto wallet, which is even more taunting because it hasn't technically been stolen from me, but the exchange is basically charging me 10% of total assets to quote unquote unfreeze my account because I've had fraud protection or fraud on my account because of this deposit this man made, and all of my assets are there. I'm left with nothing. I am about to lose everything in my life. So made all the reports. Thanks, guys. I reported them to the SEC, FINRA, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, California Department of Financial Institutions, the International Cyber Crimes Unit, the Chinese Consulate, like you name it. I'm not going down without a fight. So we're working through this, and I just want to let you know that, you know, I am lucky enough to have a supportive family who, you know, they'll talk some shit, but they'll be there for me in the end. But if you don't have that, I'm here for you, and let's get through this together. And I'm going to document this, even if it's just for myself, because I just need to know that I didn't go down without a fight, and I'm sorry. I'm hurt. You know, you work hard for everything just to have it taken away from you. And, well, I'm here for you guys, so if you want to stick around for that. Oh, fuck, sorry, I had to calm down. But, you know, if it just reaches one person, you know, you even if you do your due diligence, this can happen to you. So you're not dumb. Don't be ashamed. Stay tuned.
So leading up to Valentine's Day 2025, okay, I want you to consider showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself. I can say it enough. Put you on the calendar, because as we evolve, as the world evolve with us, especially women, a lot of times, our men sometimes tend to still be back in the days, right? Where, you know, you're in a committed relationship, you're in a marriage, you're dating. The mindset is still kind of like our grandparents' mindset. You know, some grandparents may be different, but majority of the time, where you're like, okay, he's gonna bring you flowers, he's gonna bring you chocolate, he's gonna take you off to that date night, he's gonna plan that trip, make it special, right? They still exist, those stories. Don't tell me I choose to believe, choose to be delulu, right? But at the end of the day, even outside of that, right, the movie-like mindset, life be real. But at the same time, there's still that vibe about Valentine's Day. Show up for yourself one way or the other. Some of the ways could be you as a woman not sitting there waiting, expecting. Send the cue. Tell what your preference is. Tell that guy, tell that man, give him the cue. Hey, I would like some flowers. Like ahead of the day, I would like some flowers. I would like for you to plan some date night for us. You know how I'm saying it? Like these are things even myself I'm learning now as I'm gotten into dating after over 14 years of marriage. Like putting like that, dropping the cue, but also stating exactly what you would like it to look like. And in absence of that, and in the knowledge of people can be people can switch, people can fail you, you will have to be accountable for yourself. So how do you be accountable for yourself? Some of this could be pouring into yourself. Like For example, finding a cute little outfit, maybe leading that day reminds you of how you love on yourself, right? Like me, my Christmas tree is still up. I put some love on it. Every time I walk by, it reminds me of love. I put a love, what is it called? I'm putting blank on my door. The thingy, the wreath, kind of wreath, is it? Yeah, I think so. I put it on my door just to remind me of love through the. Sometimes I leave it for majority of the year because it shouldn't be just about one day. It's about showing love through text, voice, calling, checking on people all through the year, setting those boundaries for yourself as well. On the airplane, it says put your mask on first. So in that sense, as we go to Friday, put you on the calendar, show up for yourself, put your mask on leading up to that so you don't have a whole big old meltdown Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like, oh, I got disappointed. He didn't even do this, he didn't do that. Okay, start now. The sweater, cute little shirt, look for a night cute pajamas like that Friday night, Saturday night. Do a nice bath time routine. Like romanticize yourself, your morning routine, your nighttime routine, in the outside of anything. Anybody brings, your partner brings, your children bring, whoever bring, your loved one bring, your friend bring, is the tip of the iceberg. It's a top additional because you're already filling your cup. You're not thirsty, you're not desperate. Some of the stories in the video that I'm posting, like when you get desperate, like not too good things can happen. Also, on the itinerary could be getting those cute little candies from the, pharmacies, from Walmart, from Target, from the dollar store. Like, just treat yourself. Get a little, maybe wine or something that Friday night. Take yourself out to dinner. If nobody's taking you out, plan it. Book that, make that reservation. You got to make it ahead, though. Maybe tomorrow, before Friday, because it's going to be a book. But if you don't want to be, looking like you're looking at all those googly-eyed people doing all this stuff, and it's a trigger, especially someone like me who has gone through a separation, divorce, breakup, or you're in a situationship. Should I stay? Should I go? It's kind of messy. Like, really can't figure it out. You're healing, and those boundaries could be putting those boundaries within yourself. If you can tolerate, you have the bandwidth to tolerate being out there and seeing those couples doing their cool. It doesn't faze me anymore as much as it used to, because sometimes, believe it or not, most of us were married, but you're like so single, you're so lonely in a marriage, and a lot of you know that. But pouring into yourself, you're finding joy and gratitude in the day. If you have kids, plan something, get a little gift for the kids, even make that Valentine's Day special for you, special for the kids too. So you're showing them how love is supposed to be reciprocated, and how they can center themselves and pour love into themselves. So that part, get yourself flowers. You don't have to go get those expensive pre-arranged flowers. You can just go to one of your local grocery store, grab a few and put together in a vase, put water, put something on it. It will last a few days. It will be a reminder to you of how much you're loving on yourself. Get chocolate covered strawberries. Get the strawberries yourself. Get some chocolate, melt it, put it on there. Make it special, make it cool. And then you start feeling cool within yourself. You start feeling centered. You start feeling peaceful. And then you attract somebody who is centered, who is peaceful, who likes the same things as you. You see how I put it? So, on that note, don't forget to center you as we lead up to Valentine's Day, so you're not desperate. So you don't have a whole anxiety, meltdown, sadness, crying, going on the wall. Oh, he didn't get me anything. She didn't get me anything. Depending on what kind of relationship you're in. But anyway, on that note, love you. Bye.
Romance scammers have so many creative and extremely believable ways of making you think that they need your money. I'm Cecilia Fjellhoy, and I was the victim of the Tinder swindler. I thought I was in an actual relationship with Simon, be it he ended up defrauding me out of over £200,000. I know. So in my situation, Simon told me he was the son of a billionaire. He took me on a private jet. He introduced me to his whole entourage of a team. And he really made me believe he was the CEO of this diamond company and hugely important. But then he told me about his enemies who were threatening him that if he knew where he was in danger. So he asked if he could use my credit card to travel safely because they could see where he was by the spend on his card. At this point, I had no reason not to trust him, and I truly believed that he would pay me back. And I was in love with him. Romance fraudsters also ask for things like payment for medical bills, emergency payments. Another reason which is so important to highlight, they are asking if you want to invest your money, to see them grow and to help you and yours' future. But it's all a lie. Be careful. These are just a few reasons, but the scammers will always find new and creative ways. So watch out. I want to keep raising awareness. And if you have any more questions about this, put them down below.